Hi, I'm Father Chris Celentano, the pastor of St. Rosalima Parish here in North Syracuse, New York. I'd like to welcome you to this presentation. Sorry I can't be with you, but wanted to be able to give you a message of encouragement and let you know how Genesis Mission has really helped to enliven our mission here at St. Rose. When I first came to the parish, we were in a place of kind of wondering and analysis and looking at what exactly did the Lord want of us? So intentional prayer, and then this opportunity to hear a presentation on the Genesis Mission came up. And immediately I realized there's something different about this. It wasn't a set program per se, or follow these 5 steps. It was really just an approach of getting back to what was basic, in a sense, kind of apostolic, coming together, focusing on our own personal knowledge and love of Jesus Christ, growing in relationship with Him, and then sending you out in your daily capacity. What I personally like about this is that parishioners, no matter what their walks of life are, they can literally just be gospels for those who they encounter, that they can be attentive to opportunities provided by the Holy Spirit to share the faith, and to do so in just a natural way. You know, sometimes when you're trying to teach someone a theory or talking about theology, it's hard for people to grasp those concepts. Here in Genesis Mission, it seems as though it helps you kind of build on what has naturally been given to you by God. And then also, almost more importantly, or preceding that, is knowing how the Holy Spirit communicates, right? That God does speak to all of us. And so these opportunities arise. We've implemented these training sessions and plan to continue to do more. Anybody who's in the parish in a volunteer basis is going to be going through these. We also have a parish school, and our teachers themselves are going to be going through this, because their encounters with parents are going to be some of those prime opportunities. Now, some of the stories I've heard from our parishioners who've gone through the training have been so wonderful, they're ordinary. And I mean ordinary not in the sense that God's not moving, but they're ordinary in the sense of their day. So they were at work, or they were at the sports field. You know, this one parent happened to talk to this person. I think of one individual named Kevin. Kevin had a neighbor that he knew was kind of in a place of struggle and whatnot, and talked to him, and just over the course of different encounters, realized there was something peaking within him. He actually came to another event that we held, so Genesis Mission kind of fed into the search, and then that was like an 8-week class where we stayed together, we prayed together, and it was really just an opportunity. It was one of those low entry points, as they say. And the wonderful thing about that opportunity with Kevin is Kevin still lives next door to him. Kevin knows him and can have that connection. And I've seen this guy outside of other things coming to Mass periodically. So for us, something like that was a win. And there's other things like Dave, and Dave was a tech, and he was working at somebody's house and hearing about their struggles, and then having a conversation with them, finding out that they were a baptized Catholic, had been away from a while, and then just using that as the opportunity for them to reach out. And this person did reach out specifically to talk to me. I thought, wow, like, look at how the Lord works through this Genesis Mission. Just kind of tuning people's, you could say their antennas to where is the Lord asking me, and how can I, in this kind of non-threatening way, encounter someone. It's really about people, right? Interpersonal relationships. And for some of us, it might just be these passing encounters we have with others. It might be somebody like a neighbor or a family member or somebody you have a longer relationship with. But focusing on that in prayer, letting it flow from prayer, and then also sharing that with the group. We're working on implementing some, you could say, the support groups that continue to hear the wins, the victories, and to help others come up with better ways. But, you know, at the core of this is really staying close to the Lord. So we look forward at St. Rose to growing in this and seeing what God asks of us. We've been praying intentionally here for renewal and for a coming down of the Holy Spirit. You could say a new Pentecost at St. Rose. We've seen signs of that with this church being more alive, new faces, people encountering us. I mean, we're standing in the Kennedy room, which is really a welcome area. It was inspired, in a sense, by the same mission that was inspiring Genesis, is that we would be a place where we could encounter people in different places. They come first here before they even enter into the church. We have a welcome desk over here that kind of operates almost like this kind of guest services, so that when you come, if you have questions, there are friendly people who are able to kind of advise, to help, and to encounter. So we're praying for you in this process, hoping that if the Lord asks you to bring this to your parish, that you would. And I know that you'll see good spiritual fruits. You will see the people who were trained grow in their faith. You'll see them more committed. You'll see these encounters. You'll hear of these anecdotal stories. And you might even start to see new faces at Mass or other type of parish events. People who are longing to know Jesus Christ, or longing to know there's something more, looking for that peace. And remember, we have the gospel of Jesus Christ, and that we're custodians of that. And how do we best share that in the world? This is one particular approach that we find very effective here, and we're excited that you're here, and may God bless you in your mission, and may you help to save souls and bring more people into his kingdom.